Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, coming to you once again from the heart of the world right now, Washington, D.C. Gang, it's so awesome. Everyone is so excited, so inspired, so pumped to be here. I mean, MAGA has taken over the mecca of the Democrat Party here in Washington, D.C. It's absolutely astonishing. We've gotten our country back, we're getting our capital back as well. And I mentioned in a previous video that 2024 is being considered by more and more pundits as the year the political left died around the world. So the world appears to be reconfiguring around a new MAGA Washington, D.C. But what about the stars? Are the stars aligning around Trump? Well, at the very least, planets are aligning around Trump. That's what's happening today, the 21st. We are seeing 6 planets align. I think it's, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They're all aligning today. It's very rare to see 5 or more planets align. We're not going to see that again until 2040. You're going to be able to see it for the next a few weeks, at least in different parts of the sky. But this is very exciting stuff. I know a little trivia here. The term planet comes from the Greek planao, which means wanderer. So the ancients noticed when they looked up in the sky that stars, the astrological, as it were, structure of the cosmos was fixed. They were fixed. They didn't move, as it were. But planets moved. They wandered. And so that's where we get the term planet from. And, that is, I think, key to, if we're going to interpret some kind of significance of this planetary alignment around Trump. I think there's something pretty key there with regard to how the ancients understood planetary alignment. They understood it in relation to a larger phenomenon that's known as cosmic piety. And cosmic piety is this notion that the world is filled with divine meaning and purpose, and therefore every person in the world, born into the world, is obligated to conform their lives into some kind of harmonious relationship with that world. And part of that harmonious relationship was understanding what the stars were doing and what the planets were doing. This is where, in the Christian tradition, this is where the Magi come in, who came in the three kings. Was it Balthazar, Melchior, and Caspar, who came to visit the Christ child. It's really beautiful. I think it was Chrysostom who argued that St. Chrysostom argued that the star was actually an angel. It was a celestial light coming from an angel, and then that turned into a celestial light from which the Holy Spirit descended down upon Christ at his baptism in the Jordan. So that supernatural star, as it were, connects the birth of Christ, the visit of the 3 Magi, and Christ's own baptism. Pretty cool stuff. Hey gang, we often talk about how we can maintain and build up the conservative way of life. And one crucial aspect of that is your routine. Staying strong physically, mentally. It's not just about living longer, it's about living better, which starts with a good night's sleep. Now, I've partnered with Beam because they're a health and wellness company that's put in the time and rigorous research to craft science-backed solutions that truly optimize every system in your body from the moment you wake up until you lay your head down to sleep. Now, I've been using Beam Dream every single night for a while now, and it has completely changed the way I sleep. The endless news cycles, the uncertainty about our future, the weight of it all. I gotta be honest, it gets to me. It left me tossing and turning for hours. I have a very hard time turning my brain off. But gang, seriously, I'm not kidding you. Since taking Dream, I literally crash at night. I fall asleep so fast, and I sleep deeply and soundly all throughout the night. Beam Dream is made with the highest quality sleep promoting ingredients to help you unwind and get that deep sleep we all need and deserve. In fact, it's become a nightly ritual of mine that I look forward to each and every day. If I may make a suggestion, I love their brownie batter flavor. You gotta try it with a little cream in there. It's beautiful. Plus, I never wake up feeling groggy the next morning. I wake up feeling rested and ready to give my all, making a huge difference in how I show up every single day. Right now,
you can save up to 35% off with my exclusive Beam discount. Just click the link below or scan the QR code on the screen and use code Turley at checkout. It's time to stop letting sleepless nights hold you back. Transform your sleep and your day with Dream because you deserve it. Gang, click on that link or scan that QR code right now.
But the notion of well, in the medieval cosmology, the 7 planets, they all represented 7 spiritual states. That was the Moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. This was a geocentric universe in the medieval world. And so every planet had a different spiritual state. We actually get our 7 days of the week from that, and it's Scandinavian outworking. But so the moon was ambiguous. The moon ended up being considered the intermediary between heaven and earth. And then as an intermediary, it was unstable. So that's where we get the term lunatic from, or from lunacy, right? Liberal lunacy. Mercury is the messenger god of Hermes. Mars is a warrior spirit. The sun is gold and splendor. Jupiter is regal, reigning. Saturn is death and destruction. I just realized I forgot Venus. Venus is healing, and has this the sense of beauty. Venus is the goddess of beauty. So every planet represents a different spiritual state. Those of you who are Narnia fans, the Chronicles of Narnia, C.S. Lewis wrote each one of his 7 books in connection with one of the planets. So the Silver Chair has to do with the moon, for example, or Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, the reign of Peter, and Aslan, of course, that would be connected with Jupiter. Saturn would be connected with the last battle, because Saturn has to do with all things, the destruction of all things and the like. And so what in the medieval world, whenever Jupiter and Saturn aligned, they interpreted that as Jupiter kicking Saturn out. Saturn was seen as the death and destruction that one had to go through in order to get into the higher celestial sphere. Whenever Saturn and Jupiter aligned, because Jupiter was the closer and larger planet, they saw Jupiter as representing rule and reign, pushing the decaying death forces of Saturn out. So what we may be seeing here is literally nothing less than the celestial spheres, in effect, saying a new reign has dawned upon our world. A new era has dawned upon our world, where the death and the decay and the destruction that we were witnessing for so long is indeed coming to an end. Is that what we're seeing? Well, there's no question 2024 was a year where the liberal left collapsed around the world. It looks like now we're even seeing the stars align that vision, around that vision as well. God bless, gang.
Many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason.